Hello my beautiful viewers, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on the Toro Z Master mowing the front yard, and I'm going to tell you right now this grass is still too wet. Normally I would wait another day or two before mowing, but we've had so much rain lately that I've reached the point where it's now or never. If I keep waiting for perfect conditions, this grass is just going to keep getting taller. As you can see, the ground is soft enough that I'm leaving some tracks with the Z Master. I'm watching those areas closely because I don't want to tear up the yard or get the mower stuck. Fortunately, we're not sinking that badly. The other good news is that the Toro is handling this tall, wet grass extremely well. The engine isn't bogging down, and the deck is still cutting strongly. Once I get this grass cut, more sunlight and air can get down into the lawn and reach the soil. If we can get a few days without rain, I expect this ground will dry out considerably. Sometimes you just have to work with the conditions Mother Nature gives you. And while I'm mowing, I thought we'd talk about something completely different. As many of you know, I've owned a business for more than 30 years. When you've been in business that long, you learn that making money is only part of running a successful business. You also have to know where that money goes. One of the most important lessons I've learned is the importance of keeping accurate records of your business income and expenses. Generally speaking, a business pays income taxes based on its taxable profit, not simply on every dollar that comes through the door. Legitimate business expenses can reduce taxable business income, although the exact rules depend on the business and the tax situation. That's why record keeping matters. And of course, I'm not a tax professional, so you should always talk with your accountant or tax advisor about what you can and cannot deduct. But after more than 3 decades in business, I can tell you that good records can make everybody's job easier. Think about how many expenses the average business has. You may have rent, utilities, or office supplies, insurance, employee wages, vehicle expenses, equipment, interest on business loans, and the cost of the products or materials you use to provide your service. Some equipment and other assets may also be depreciated over time rather than deducted all at once. But here's the important part. If you don't keep good records, how do you know where your money went? That's something I learned many years ago. Another important part of running a business is reconciling your supplier statements. If you own a business that purchases a lot of parts or inventory, you probably receive monthly statements from your suppliers. When that statement arrives, somebody should be checking it. You want to compare the invoices and credits on the supplier's statement with the invoices and credits in your own records. Were all your credits applied? Are all the invoices actually yours? Did you already pay an invoice that is still showing as outstanding? Was something charged twice? Is there an invoice on the statement that nobody in your business recognizes? Those are the kinds of things you want to find. You also want to verify your payments and make sure they were applied to the correct account and invoices. If something doesn't match, you investigate it. It could be a simple bookkeeping error. It could be a missing credit. It could be an invoice that was never entered into your system. And in some situations, it could even help uncover an unauthorized or fraudulent transaction. The problem is that doing this manually can take a long time. You might have dozens or even hundreds of transactions to go through. That's one reason I became interested in developing a better system. Good record keeping becomes even more important if your business is ever audited. An auditor may want documentation supporting the income, expenses, and deductions reported on your tax return. That could include invoices, receipts, bank records, payroll information, mileage records, credit card statements, loan documents, and records concerning business assets. If you're claiming an expense, you want documentation showing what it was, when it occurred, and why it was a legitimate business expense. And imagine trying to reconstruct all of that information years later. That's why I believe the best time to prepare for an audit is long before you ever receive an audit notice. Keep good records from the beginning. After more than 30 years in business, I developed my own way of tracking these things. Eventually, I took the systems and methods I had learned from actually operating a business and used them as the foundation for return solutions. One of my goals was to make the program easy to use. I didn't want something that required you to be an accountant or a computer expert just to understand what was happening in your own business. A good system should help you organize your information, track transactions, and identify discrepancies without spending hours going through paperwork. Supplier reconciliation that might take hours manually can potentially be completed much faster when the information is organized and compared electronically. And regardless of what system you use, I think every business owner should know the answer to a few basic questions. How much money did I make? How much did I spend? Where did I spend it? Do my supplier statements match my records? And can I prove the numbers if somebody asks me to? Those are simple questions, but they're extremely important questions. If you'd like to learn more about the system we've developed, you can visit returns.solutions. Well, my beautiful viewers, we're getting this front yard knocked down. The Toro Z Master has done a great job considering how wet and heavy this grass is. Yes, I'm leaving some tracks. That's something I'll have to live with for now. But at least I'm not getting stuck, and we're getting this tall grass cut. Hopefully once the grass is opened up and we get a few dry days, the air and sunshine will help dry this ground. Running a property and running a business actually have something in common. You can't always wait for perfect conditions. Sometimes you look at what you have in front of you, make the best decision you can, and get to work. After more than 30 years in business, that's probably one of the biggest lessons I've learned. Thanks for spending a little time with me today. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And I'd like to hear from the business owners watching today. What's one lesson you've learned from running your own business? Leave me a comment below. I enjoy reading what you have to say. Until next time, my beautiful viewers, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next video.